Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to do a bit of VR flying in IL2 Sturmovik. I kind of fancy starting a new campaign, so let's see what we've got. Alright guys, so why don't we start a brand new career, and I think I want to go for kind of late war. Let's go for the Battle of the Rhineland. Of course, I think I'm going to have to go with Great Britain. And let's go with the Tempest. I'm quite taken with the Tempest at the moment. So we've got the choice of 274 Squadron, number 3 Squadron. We've got the number 486 New Zealand Squadron, 56 Punjab, or 80 Squadron. I'm going to go with 56 just because there's that connection to McCudden, isn't there? A very famous World War One ace who would have survived the war, probably, if it wasn't for a dodgy engine, basically. Okay, so let's do 56 Squadron. And are they out of Grimbergen? Can I tell? Yeah. So they're flying out of Grimbergen, which is just to the north of Brussels. Okay. Kenneth Kelly, okay, fair enough. And what should we have him? Kid from Norfolk, maybe? East End lad? Let's Desert Air Force veteran. Because to be honest, I've flown a couple of these games, so I wouldn't be totally green. Okay, so let's see what we've got.
Following major defeats in France,
I think we can skip the intro. So, first day at 56 Squadron. Let's see what we're going to do for the first mission. Okay, so we're doing this on the 29th of September 1944, and looks like we've got kind of lowish cloud, fairly cold, and a little bit of wind. I'm a pilot. Okay, so all the realism, so I've got pretty much nothing. I can use autopilot if I want, but I don't actually ever use that. Okay. And the options, realistic. Career speed, let's do realistic. We always want to start on the runway. Let's make it as hard as we can and as dense frontline activity as we can. Start the mission. So this is an enemy transport column attack. It looks like I'm number 3 in the formation of 7. And so we're going to be flying quite low, 1,500 meters, which is about around sort of 4,000 or 5,000 feet, something like that. And we're going against the vehicles. Okay, so let's just have a look at our route. So we're going to be taking off from Grimbergen, and yeah, so we'll start off here, and we're going to go 077 degrees until we kind of hit a bridge on a road, at which point we're going to go 061, crossing a river, river here, and a canal, the Leuven Canal, and we're going to keep going until we hit the Albert Canal and Gilles, which is a town with a railway through it. And at that point, we're going to head to the north on a bearing of 029, and across that, so going north there, we're going to cross another canal, a second canal here, a couple of rivers off that forest. Now we're in enemy territory. We're going to have Tilburg off to the left of track, and crossing over another canal there. We get to an area of lots of rivers kind of crossing around. It's an airfield right off to the right of track, and Veghel, another town. And I never knew how to pronounce this. Sir Herkenbosch. I know it's something forest. That's Bosch means forest in Dutch, I think. But Herkengen. I don't know what the apostrophe S is for. Anyway, so there's a road coming out of that town, crossing the canal there. And so it goes sort of east to west. So that's where the targets are. And if we get into trouble, we can go, there's an airfield off to the east there. There's quite a few actually. There's Volkel and all those kind of things. Okay, so that is what we're going to be doing. Let's have a go.
Acorn, cleared for takeoff. Acorn, taking off.
Okay, so I'm just going to put it a little bit flat. Let's do about 15%. And prop pitch is okay. Let's open up the rads. Okay, it looks like it's time to go. So full power. Watch out for the tool.
Flight.
Left rudder.
Acorn, airborne. Over. Acorn, proceed with your mission. Acorn, 2, airborne.
Okay. Pulling it a little bit too hard back on the stick now.
3, airborne.
100. Okay, 120, airborne. Gear goes up. So keep a little bit
Acorn,
straight.
4, airborne.
And we're at 300 feet, 400
Acorn,
feet. So
5,
let's bring the
airborne.
flaps up. Okay.
Acorn, 6, airborne. Acorn,
Get a little
7,
bit comfortable in
airborne.
this chair.
Acorn,
Get
8,
my view sensitive
airborne.
again. Okay, just bring the power back just down and bring the RPM down to about 3,500. Still want to catch these guys up. And we're currently, it tells me we're heading about 070 degrees, which sounded about right from the briefing. Just going to follow the wing leader here. So I'm still playing around with my VR settings, but things are looking pretty good. Just going to reduce the power a little bit more. Oh, a little bit too much. So about full boost. Let's get up to 3,000. Oh, I've got a bit of an issue here. My RPM is not working. Alright, bit of an issue. So I'm not getting power. Let's see if I can make it back to my airfield. Okay, I'm only at 3,000 feet, 100 miles an hour. What is wrong with the engine? All the oil temperature and everything looks good. Oh, I know what it was. So I've got my fuel on a little rotary, and yeah, apparently the fuel was still in start or cut out, or I budged or something like that. Okay, so this means I'm on my own pretty much. So remember, it was something like 070 degrees. Oh, that nearly ended badly. This is a problem when you're in VR if you don't have the entire cockpit set up so everything looks the same. It's kind of difficult. So I nearly lost an expensive warplane because I couldn't figure out that the fuel had been cut off. What a rookie move. Okay, that's fine. Just wait for my gyro to kick in. So I'm doing 030 degrees. I feel like that was kind of the general direction that I was going in. Let me just check the map. Should be safe to check the map here. So just gonna look at the map. Where's the map? Okay, so what is the heading to shield? 061, and then we go north 230. Okay. So let's get on to 061. Look on the right hand side. Okay, I can see my guys off in the distance. Not very easy to see them. As I say, still twiddling with the VR settings, but you know, even if it's not as good as the graphics on you know, just on a 2D screen, it's still the immersion. It's just amazing. Like, we're flying through this cloud now. It may not look the same in the recording, but oh god, this is very realistic. And you know, I should know, I actually we're flying in Belgium, and this is actually where I learnt to fly for real. About 8 years ago, I was living in Belgium, a little bit further south than Brussels, but yeah, and didn't fly through much cloud, I have to admit, because I was only a PPL, and we do, you know, VFR flying, EMC kind of weather. But yeah, this is pretty realistic, especially for Belgium. Very cloudy place, especially in the winter months, I seem to remember. Okay, I'm gonna trim it out a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, my trim is now connected to the computer. Excellent. Okay, so we're heading 060, and we're looking for a town with a railway station. I can see a canal is sort of crossing my nose off to sort of 11 o'clock, and I can see my squad mates below me under this cloud. I'm just going to reduce power. Let's go through this cloud. They should be off to my 1 o'clock low. Watch the instruments as I go through the cloud. Try and keep it nice and level. So yeah, you're getting the detail in this game. You're going through the cloud. I'm getting water droplets all over the cockpit canopy. This is amazing. Okay, I can see my guys off to my 11 o'clock. Let's go join up with them. Whoa, I thought I was going to have an early dinner. Can't believe I nearly crashed because I couldn't figure out my fuel situation. So this is either the Leuven Canal or it's the Albert Canal. One of the two. Something I haven't been doing is looking around for enemies. Too much of a civilian pilot probably. I don't really look behind me. It's kind of tricky. The VR setup I've got, you know, I don't have these the lighthouses, the sensors, and I can only rely on the internal tracking in this PX 5K, which is fine, but it just means that I don't have 6 degrees of freedom. I'm just going to slot myself into a big gap here. I guess this is for me. So my zero boost, 3000 RPM. So I can kind of match their speed. I'm going to try and squeeze in next to the number 3, number 4. Seems like a nice little gap for me. Okay, going to reduce power even more. Let's go back to about 27 RPM, 26. Seems like even slower. What are we doing? Just shy of 260 miles per hour. Hopefully this don't crash into the sky. Okay, let's add a little bit of power to keep up. So going to zero boost again, at 2700 RPM. Just playing around with the power settings to try and keep formation. I mean, I know this isn't the most exciting thing, but it is. It makes it more realistic, right? Because, like, as you know, we play these games for fun. It's entertainment, right? But if you want to get the full experience of what these pilots might have gone through, you know, you've got to fly the full mission. Because you're tired, you know, you've been lulled to sleep by the sound of the engine, and then the enemy attacks you. We're doing relatively short missions here, but imagine doing a long escort mission, you know, hours of just flying, and then suddenly seconds of combat. So we're passing over that town, Jill, off to our relay, and I'm just desperately trying not to crash into this guy. So we should be making a turn off to the north fairly soon. Oh no, actually maybe we're on it already. I've got 030 on the compass. Sneakily the CEO made a turn. Oh okay, this guy was 70 out. Nearly got a wing through your face, mate. It's tricky to keep formation. Temperature's looking good. I'm going to actually bring up my radiator or my cooling flap, whatever it's officially called, and just watch my temperatures, because they're actually quite, the oil temperature is fairly cold, the rad temperature is crazy cold. So that could actually affect my my speed and things like that, the actual efficiency of the engine as far as I understand. Got my RPM right down, 2,500, quite a low boost here. Up to -4 boost. See if I can keep up with this guy. Tendency to fly not straight and level. Okay. Go to 0 boost. So still heading about 030. We're crossing another canal just under our nose, sort of a couple miles ahead. And I think we're going to be pretty close to I think that's Tilburg, off to our 9 o'clock. So we are just on the border of enemy territory, so we're going to keep our eyes out, our eyes open rather, and look out for people. Because we're looking at a nice little target here for 109 or 190 just to fly out of the sun and shoot us all down. Because I'm here, I'm struggling to keep formation. My eye is firmly on number 3 guy here. I'm not really looking out anyway. So it would be all too easy to get bounced. I think these settings are a little bit better. I'm not overshooting, slowly catching up. My temperatures are good, rad, oil, seem okay. Just shy of 5,000 feet. And I think I can see some smoke and stuff off to our 11 o'clock. On the ground. Guess that's going to be the target area or something like that. What town? Getting overtaken by the other flight off to my through lane. On my zero boost. Keep a little eye out. Any dots anywhere. Actually right a little bit. About -4 boost, 2500 RPM. So there is an area with lots of rivers and things. I think this is what we're coming up to now. So probably in the next sort of 3-4 minutes, we're going to hit this target. Can't see anything in that sunlight. I feel like I'm getting some micro stutters. Does that mean something's loading into the game? Maybe. Okay, what's that town? There's a town way off to the west of the track, I can't remember. Maybe it was the Tilburg, maybe that's... Or was that the Hertog Bosch? Whatever it's called. Airfield off. Don't really want to get the map out just yet. This is definitely, we're in enemy territory, I reckon. This just looks fantastic, this game. So nice to just fly around, just navigate around this game. Okay, I need to centre this. My slip indicator is way off centre. Okay, temperatures are still fine. That rad temperature is really quite low. It's a cold day. So remember, if we get into contact and combat, I'm going to whack that rad open if it gets too hot. Still on 030. Doing just shy of 26, 260 miles an hour, so. And we're still on about 4,800 feet. These guys get very close to them. Nearly flew into my wingman. See, this is what I mean about doing a long mission. Pilots, you get a little bit tired, a little bit distracted, and then bang, the enemy hits you. There you go, I'm thinking about my my breakfast. I think this is an early morning flight. Probably I haven't eaten much. Gonna go back and get my eggs and bacon. Oh, okay, we're going to be shot up. Oh, okay, the wing leader has got his sweet.
Acorn 6, I'm wounded.
Oh god, you got hit. What did you get hit by? What are we doing? Got hit by something on the ground. I don't even think we're at the target yet. Why is he not going to RTB?
This is Acorn Leader, proceeding to base. Over. Acorn, copy.
Oh, I can see it's a flat. I'm going to restart my recording. I've got a timer on my watch because the recordings they cut out every so often. You only can do sort of about 20-30 minutes on these track recordings. So I want to make sure I get the entire mission. So I've got a little timer on my watch. I can't think of a better way of doing it, to be honest. We are really getting pounded by flak here. Try and weave a little bit. I can't see where it's coming from though. Okay, I think we're pretty close to where we need to be. We're picking up flat like that. See, I'm all out of formation now because I'm a little bit worried about flying off the main target. Am I safer flying on my own? I can see. Still getting shelled.
Acorn 7, engaging fighter to the southwest. Range half mile. Out. Acorn 5, engaging fighter to the southwest. Range
okay.
half mile. Out.
Little fighters apparently. Oh, he's coming after me. Okay, there's a guy on my tail. 109. Okay, let's get this guy.
Acorn 4, engaging fighter. It's close. Out.
Okay, give me 109 above me. He's coming over top to the right.
Acorn 7, engaging fighter. It's close. Out.
Let's get this guy. Let's get my rads open. Any other fighters behind me? That's what I mean. Distracted and suddenly they get jumped by a fighter. Get a bit of lead on this guy.
Acorn 3, engaging fighter to the east. Range half mile. Out.
I think this is me talking, although I'm not saying anything. Okay, let's get a bit of lead on this guy.
Acorn 6, engaging fighter to the southeast.
Don't worry guys, I'll get him.
Range
I'll
half
get him.
mile. Out.
I'm gonna lead him a little bit.
Southwest. Range half mile. Out.
Okay, got a hit on him.
2, target destroyed.
Nice hit on him. Is he going down? Oh, don't worry guys, I've got him. I got him. Yeah, I got him. Is that all he needs? There you go. He's on fire. Should have jumped earlier, mate.
Acorn 8, engaging fighter to the northeast.
Okay,
Range
more
half
fighters.
mile. Out. Acorn 7, engaging fighter to the northeast. Range half mile. Out.
Oh, there's a
Acorn
109.
4,
Just went
target
over
destroyed.
my cockpit. See if we can get another one. The other guy's going in. So 109 is in a left bank, being attacked by a Tempest right now. Let's see if I can get him. Okay, temperature's still good. Oh, he's getting...
Acorn 4,
Getting-
engaging fighter to the north.
I just went over my
Range
cockpit,
half mile.
over my
Out.
nose. I got one, but if I could get this other guy, that would be great. But
Acorn leader, requesting landing approach.
just a lot of other people trying to get on his tail.
Acorn leader.
Yeah, I'm in a pretty good turn. He's climbing a little bit. Keep the turn going, see if I can get on his tail. The Tempest. Okay, he's leveled out a little bit. Okay, keep it centered, keep it centered. A little bit of lead. I got a hit, got a hit. Nice deflection shot. Okay, he's smoking. Let's try and get another little hit on him. A little bit too high. Oh, a little bit to the left. A little bit too high. Come on, come on. Up behind him. Oh, okay, something, he's on fire too. Okay. That's two, that's two. Any more? Okay.
Echo 4, target destroyed.
Let's go find my guys. It's two down, not bad, not bad. Wasted a bit too much ammo on that last guy now, unfortunately. Yeah, he went in. Good. Keep an eye out, anyone else. Where are the other guys? Okay, I can see my guys up to my 10 o'clock. Go out there. I'm getting hammered here by flak. I can see an airfield down there. Fully light. Is that my... There was one airfield which was one of ours. Okay, where are my guys? Link up with the rest of the flight if I can. Okay, I can see some shooting down at my 1 o'clock below.
Acorn 5, target destroyed.
Yeah, I think this might be them attacking the ground. Let's see if I can help them. Pretty much looking for the road. Oh, there they are. Okay, they're off to my 9 line.
Acorn 5, target destroyed.
Let's see what we got on the ground.
Acorn 8, out of ammo.
It seems like there's quite a lot on the ground. Okay, I'm going to head off to my left to zoom round.
Acorn 4, target destroyed. Acorn 8, returning to base. Out. Acorn 4, target destroyed. Acorn 5, out of
I
ammo.
can't actually see targets at the moment. Ah, there's one there. I don't really like ground attack. I'm not very good at it. Okay. Missed that guy completely. Okay, I'm just going to try and at least get one of these vehicles.
Acorn 5, returning to base. Out.
Take
Acorn
lots of time on this
6,
because
out of
otherwise
ammo.
it's easy to stall out. You know, pull up your high speed stall, something like that. Okay, I think I can see a guy
7, out of ammo.
attack the same guy that I missed just now.
Acorn 6, returning to base. Out.
Oh, really bad. Really bad. I think I need to work on my technique. Obviously I skipped that training then. This guy is lucky as hell.
Acorn 7, returning to base. Out.
Not finding any other target. There's another one there. There's loads down here actually. I should try and get a couple. Whoa, so lucky. Okay, I'm going to try and attack out of the sun. I think this is kind of putting me off a little bit. But I don't want to be... I don't want to get caught by any attack or anything like that. So many. I can't even hit one. Come on. Come on, suck it up. Try and get at least one of these guys. I'm so crap at this. What is wrong with me? Come on. it like a crosswind or something? I cannot seem to shoot straight. Much easier to shoot down an aeroplane, like an extreme deflection shot, than shooting down. Yeah, I can't see anything in the sun. It's not my helmet. Hey, there's one. Okay, side on seems to be easier for me. It is dangerous as hell though. It's still a nice little loop. Or at least that will roll over the top. Now let's take out one of these guys coming up. Okay, that's out of ammo, and I got two. Okay, nothing to write home about. I got two. Okay, so we came 030, so I need to go about 210 to get back roughly to where I was. I'm actually going to climb up to see if I can get out of the flak. Maybe fly through the crowd, because if I get hit, if I get jumped by any 109s, I don't actually have any ammo. I think it's going to be easier to navigate up high. It's just turn on to 210. Yep, 30 degrees plus 180. That must be, yeah, 210. That's just going to take the electric shield, and then I can figure out from there. About 3, no, that doesn't make sense. 350 doesn't make sense to me now. I'll figure out on the way. Don't know what happened to my other guys, but hopefully they're all going to get back safe. Already picking up flak. Wonder if they've got like let's just flying through this. You just go straight and level through this cloud. Oh, watch out! Gotta read the instruments because it's very easy to. I think it's called spatial orientation. It doesn't really happen in computer games because we don't have the sensory inputs, but you know, it's really easy to kind of spin out and spiral down. Okay, I'm going to reduce power a little bit. Let's go back to 3000 RPM. Is that like plus 2 boost?
Acorn 2. Flight requesting landing approach. Over. Acorn. Proceed.
Wow, they're already back.
2. Roger.
Yeah, lost. Gonna go back to 210. Otherwise I'm gonna be way off track. Still picking up a little bit flat down there. I'm only 7,000 feet. Leave it a little bit.
Acorn 5. Flight requesting landing approach. Over. Acorn. Proceed. Acorn 5. Roger.
So I think once I hit Geo, I need to go about 240 degrees to get back. There is an airfield there at my 9 o'clock, but I don't know. Without looking at the map, I don't know if that's actually one of ours or one of theirs. Probably best to take this back to where I started though.
Flight requesting landing approach. Over. Acorn. Proceed. Acorn 7.
It's weaving about 30 degrees off my track. Again, these it looks pretty cool, these clouds. I mean, they're, you know, not 100% realistic, but they look pretty good. It's good enough to trick the brain and make you think you're actually here, whereas in fact, you know, I am thousands of miles away from Belgium at the moment, on the other side of the planet. And I'm also not in World War II, but you know, I think you kind of guessed that. Okay, good. Just keep an eye out for any landmarks. Keep it nice and straight going through the cloud. Pick up any landmarks. I think we might be past the flak area, the front line area, pretty soon, and I can drop down. Okay, so there's a big town there.
Over.
Another big town below me.
Clear to land. Acorn 2. Copy. This is Acorn.
Oh no, it's forest maybe.
Requesting landing clearance. Over. This is Acorn 6.
Okay, I'm gonna
Flight requesting landing
drop
approach.
down again.
Over. Acorn. Proceed. Acorn 6. Roger. This is Acorn 5. Requesting landing clearance. Over. Acorn.
Crossing the canal.
Negative. Runway is busy. Go around. Acorn 5.
I can hear all my guys landing, so I can't be too far away. They didn't leave much.
This is Acorn 3.
I can see
Requesting landing clearance. Over. Acorn.
Over.
Panic. Negative. Runway is busy. Go around. Acorn 3. Roger. This is Acorn 2. Landed. Over. Acorn. Clear the runway. Acorn 2. Roger. This is Acorn 7. Requesting landing clearance.
Okay.
Over. Acorn 3. Roger.
I think I'm going to just check the map. There's a pretty good landmark right there to be able to figure out where I am. So I'm looking at some lake.
Acorn 7. Roger.
So I'm looking at a couple canals crossing and a river straight. How far do I fly like? Could it be there? Could be that. Could be. So I could just be north of Rhineland. So there's a little. So north of Ironhaven, there's kind of a river with a bit of a loop in it. And it's that. Otherwise, that could be good. Okay. I want to try and get back to 210. Okay, my instruments suddenly don't want to work.
This is Acorn.
Have another look at the map.
Requesting landing clearance. Over. Acorn. Affirmative. Cleared to land. Acorn 6. Copy.
Yeah, okay. I think I was here. Okay, so I kind of want to go west, southwest. So about 235 till I hit another big town, Brussels.
Acorn 8, requesting landing clearance. Over.
Acorn, panic, negative. Runway is busy, go around.
Acorn 8, roger.
For some reason my directional gyro doesn't catch up with me.
This is Acorn 6, landed. Over.
Acorn, clear the runway.
Acorn
It's not moving.
roger. This is Acorn 5,
Okay.
requesting landing clearance. Over.
Acorn.
For some reason the recording stops
Runway
again.
is busy, go around.
Acorn 5,
Okay, I'm
roger.
thinking about 235 degrees.
This is Acorn 3, requesting landing clearance.
Over.
Acorn, panic, negative. Runway is busy, go around.
Acorn 3, roger.
Okay, so this is the
7,
part where when you're a new pilot you don't know where you are.
Panic,
It's the scary part because you want to get home.
go around.
You may be low on fuel. I'm not low on fuel. Apparently I've got loads of fuel.
Roger.
You hear everyone else is at home, and you are still way out. Not really sure where you are.
Acorn
Yeah, at this point I might actually just nudge a little bit to the west a little bit more. I think for most of that flight I was just heading south rather than southwest. But, you know, I'm looking for Brussels basically. Grimbergen is just to the north of Brussels. So if I can find the capital of Belgium, I think I'll be okay. Got plenty of fuel. Temperatures are all looking good. In fact, I could probably bring up my flat deck because the rad temperature is pretty cold. Okay. Another pretty distinctive landmark. I'm just going to check a river with a bit of a lake towards it on the left there. Let's see what we got. Anything that looks a bit like that. Yeah, okay. So if I head totally west, 270 degrees, I'm going to pick up the airfield. Should be off to my right a little bit. Yeah, it should be. Okay, I'm just going to reduce down, get below this cloud, and then land soon anyway. Roughly 270 degrees. Pretty close. Okay, I can see an airfield there. Is this my one? I don't think so. I think there are two airfields. So that one and then Grimbergen is the other side of this river. They should send up a flare, so... Very nearly home. So far, I've got myself two 109s, and I got myself two trucks. The radio is really faint. So no flare coming up from this. So I got one airfield, if I need it, off to my 11 lane. I think that's Brussels just coming off on the horizon there. So Grimbergen must be off to the right. Is that the airfield there? I can see something at one low. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay, so I've got to make a landing now. I'm pretty tired. It's Been a long, exciting flight. There's another airfield there. Loads of choices. I think it's the one off here at 1 o'clock line. Just gonna overfly it and see if they'd send up a flare. Just reduce the power anyway. Gonna go to full fine pitch. Temperature, the speed is dropping behind. Below 240, 230. Still, yeah, okay, there's a flare going up. Okay, I don't know if I can see the windstop mark here. If I can, I'll figure out which way the wind's going. Well, I don't really have much choice here. Yeah, there's a sun there. Yeah. Don't want to land into the sun, so I'm going to land this way. 2,000 feet. Going to make a right-hand circuit. Put a bit of power on, only 120. Bit too slow. Okay, let's start the right-hand circuit. Yeah. So just fly over this town. Just gonna trim it, keep a bit of this. It's a little bit difficult to keep the altitude. It's not trimmed out. Okay. I'll give myself plenty of turning room for the place to final. Okay, let's turn downwind. Making sure I don't go parallel. Okay, and we're about 160, so I'm going to put in a little bit of flap just to basically slow us down. Okay. So about 1,800 feet. Normally, if you're doing general aviation, you're going to be about 1,000 feet for these circuits, but I think in World War II they were actually higher. These are faster machines that can lose and gain altitude much more quickly. Okay, and I'm going to put my gear down as I'm on the downwind. And just keeping the power on, that's to keep the altitude, and then moving the stick, that's to control the speed. And I'm going to give myself a nice 45-degree angle on the end of the runway before I actually turn. I mean, this is totally general aviation circuits, probably not World War II circuits. They would have done something a little bit different. I'm over the river now, so let's turn onto base. Hopefully no, okay, I want to reduce power, not climb here, actually. Bit of a bad move. I'll put a little bit more flap in, slow down a little bit more. Really cut the power. 120. We're just going to drop below 1,000, and I'm going to turn in on final. I'm going to put in full flap, so I'm a little bit high, a little bit fast, so we're 90. Drop the nose, keep the speed up a little bit, going through 700 feet. Feel like I'm drifting a little bit, about 100 miles an hour at 300 feet. A little bit of power to keep the height just coming over the perimeter there. 90. And I'm going to drop the power off. 90, 95. Oh, a little bounce, a little bounce. Okay. Keep the power on so I don't do what I'm doing. What happened there? Oh dear, that was terrible. Don't think I damaged it too much. Let's have a look at the wind. Oh wow, that was a complete crosswind landing. That kind of explains why that happened. See the sock there? Should have been landing in this direction. Oh, never mind. Couldn't see that sock from up high. Let's bring the flaps up. Oh, sorry to the ground crew, I might have damaged the wing there. God, that was a complete cross landing. No wonder I was drifting. Okay, let's put it down here. Power off. Let's do cut out fuel. Push the throttle forward and power off. Whoa. Oh, what's happening there? Is that all about to be attacked? There's an aircraft there. What's happening? Alright, let's get out of this before we get killed in the ground. Okay, so yeah, I know that the recording size was too big, so I missed my step. Okay, so it says I got 2 aircraft and 3 transport. Not bad for a little mission. Yeah, just short of an hour. Pretty good. So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more of it, don't forget, give me a like. And make sure you catch me for the next mission of Kenneth Kelly, who has just been mentioned in dispatches. Pretty good. This guy, I think, is going to be a future ace. Let's see what happens.